Hello, hello. Happy Saturday indeed. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to sitting and talking for a very long time. Very, very long time. Hello, how are you? Hello, Aurora. Hi, Gregory. How are you? How have things been? Oh, how was the movie, by the way, Dragon? The Iron Lung, that movie. I am functioning adequately. I read that all wrong. Iron Lung was a banger. I really want to watch it. I'm very curious about that movie. It sounds, what's it? It sounds like my kind of movie. I like stuff that makes you feel a little bit uncomfortable. I feel like slow burn, dread type media, it's a movie for you. That's like exactly what I like. I'm very particularly like stuff that really takes its time and is a little bit spooky. Which I mean, you're a PM fan, so yeah, I am a PM fan, and I also really do like that fucking one BL horror anime called The Summer When Hikaru Died, and the whole thing is supposed to be slow burn dread. Like, that's the whole fucking anime, and I adored it. Ignore the fact that it is also slow burn horror, psychological horror, but also BL at the same time. That part was totally not the main reason I watched it, but like, don't worry about it. Don't even sweat about it. I didn't watch the thing that I didn't realize was the psychological horror only because I had the BL tag. Smile. Listen, I'm very easy to please, okay? Have just like one or two tags that I like, and you have me. Right, of course, sure. Exactly. So is there, the real question though, is there BL in the what's it, in the Markiplier movie? Is that a major plot point? No, or a damn. That's damn. Now what'll I do? I can't watch it if it doesn't have the only thing that I ever consume media for ever. No, it's the only thing that There's a big fuck off fish monster. That's good enough for me. That's basically the same thing. Basically same thing, same category. But yes, how is everybody doing? I am doing pretty fine myself. I got invited to some extra lobbies of, after stream, Kat was, you know how Kat was trying to stream snipe me? Well, it didn't really work, but I did join her on stream anyway, and, well, honestly, things kind of went pretty alright. For what happened, things went pretty alright. I am not particularly like, upset about that. Like, I did great. I was very happy about it. I know I said upset. That's like the wrong wording. I did pretty great. So, I'm happy. I missed a letter. This is not called what I wanted it to. It doesn't matter. So, I did pretty good. I wanted to show that one off. But no, really. It's actually really good. It's actually good. It's actually so good, especially for Mark's first big screen, big screen project. Oh, really? I'm very excited to watch it because of that. Did you become Deadlock champion? I mean, not really. But I did go on a 12 kill streak, as you can see. You can't see the streak, but I those 12 kills, that I got those all in rapid succession. That was pretty fun. We lost that match, by the way, but I got 12 kills, and I felt like a god for a little bit. I felt real powerful. I'm not a fan of the game, and I'm not the biggest Markiplier viewer, and even I enjoyed it greatly. I'm very curious now. Because I did enjoy the game, and I do like Markiplier stuff, so maybe this is like the perfect little spot for my little horror-loving brain. I like horror media, which if you told that to younger me, that would be, well, okay. Let me clarify. I only like, I like horror when it is like psychological horror. I'm not very good with actual other kinds of horror because they just kind of are boring to me. I'm gonna be so honest. Other kinds of horror don't really get me besides psychological. Psychological or like is the only kind of horror that really like makes me feel any sort of way. Feeling the god complex is what video games are for. No one will stop you now. Yeah, there's a clip I posted in my Discord. That clip is probably the greatest moment I had last stream. That moment there was the feeling the god complex thing. I felt so fucking awesome. Hello, I hate horror. The scariest movie I watched was the entirety of Scary Movie. I have seen those movies. They were quite funny. And I can totally understand it. I used to hate horror too, but because I was younger and terrified of horror movies, I found like a mechanism to make horror movies not scary anymore, and I completely ruined them for myself. Because I no longer see horror movies for what they actually are. I now see horror, like every time I see any horror movie like prop or asset, I will immediately think like if I'm watching a horror movie, my first thought is, man, I wonder how they made that, if they made that practically. Like I wonder how they practically got this thing to work. I wonder what it was like on set. I so much wanted to, like, remove the fact of, like, any of my suspension of disbelief for horror movies, that my suspension of disbelief is just gone now. I have a really hard time immersing myself in horror movies. I just kind of look at them and go, man, I wonder what the production was behind this one. I wonder what they were doing on set for this. Like, is that a practical effect, or is that CGI? I can't really tell. That is the only way I get through them. I used to hate horror until I started watching game theory. Now instead of getting scared, I think, what's the lore? No, real. Horror games are a gamble for me. I enjoy Silent Hill. When it comes to movies, I hate it. For me, it's kind of the opposite. Because in movies, I can at least say, man, that person's so stupid walking into that clearly labeled "this kills you" pit. Like, man, that room is clearly going to kill you. You should not walk in there. When I'm playing a horror game, it's like, are you fucking kidding me? I have to be the one that walks into the room that kills you? Like, I know better. I know better than what is fucking happening. Like, I'm not dumb enough to walk into that fucking situation. Why are you forcing me to? Listen, if I was in a horror movie, I wouldn't be. I'd have to at least, like, be somewhere to be in a horror movie. Iron Lung Let's Play when? It's gonna be a lot of me sitting there and not knowing math, and I think that's kind of what you want to see anyway, so, like, maybe I shouldn't have broached the topic at all. But... do you know better, Aurora? One could lure you into a trap with ease. Not real. I don't think so, Gregory, because even if I don't truly know what the trap is, I just won't do it because I don't feel like it. See, I have the essence of I'm too lazy to go do the thing. What's it? Also, you asked, hello gamers, how many games of Deadlock did you lose? Let me actually check my recent match history. It's looking bleak, fellas. 3, 6, 7. I've lost 8 matches and 1, 6, 7. I've also, oh, actually, I've won 8 matches and I've lost 8 matches. So technically, I'm in the green. Or not in the green. I'm in the yellow right now. I also experienced, so to the people who play Deadlock or who don't, and I'll tell you this anyway because it's really funny. There's a thing in this game for Street Brawl specifically, which is just the PvP game mode that removes all of the MOBA from the game. There is a legendary item in it called Shrink Ray. I have discovered that Shrink Ray on Silver is like actually completely and totally busted. Shrink Ray on Silver means that I can just walk up to people with the shotgun that she has, and then just like dump it and completely mag dump anybody, and they can't fucking see me because I am like 2 inches tall. It's ridiculously funny. So that was one of the rounds that I won. I got the most kills that round, and it was all the final 2 rounds because I just kept fucking killing every single person with a full mag dump of her fucking shotgun while being impossibly tiny to see. I don't think I died a single time in those 2 rounds. I don't know, I think I died 1 time. That's a lie. I lied. I do that often, I'll have you know. But yes, that was fucking hilarious, and I will... Oh god, I didn't realize that one was so broken. What if there was a promise of unique, yoinkable, usable Yuri in the trapped room? Okay, but you have to... Here's the question, though, Gregory. What is the plot? What is the plot of what's in there? This matters, okay? I won't risk my life for any dime a dozen story, okay? I've seen all the mixes on the genre you could possibly do at this fucking point. I've seen Yuri in every form or way. I've been on a fucking expedition. I've hiked this mountain. The plots are unique, Aurora. Are they? Huh. You know, sometimes your life is worth less than the curiosity itself. Sometimes you gotta think, curiosity might have killed the cat, but I ain't no fucking cat. So theoretically, I'd win, is what I'm saying. Oh, what? Thank you for the $2, Scenario. Oh, my fucking... Okay, my YouTube chat had died. Thank you for helping me fix it. You gotta do one more to break the ties. That is true. Dragon Fruit never touched the Silent Hill movie. Oh, why? Isn't it bad? No, never touched the Silent Hill movie. No, isn't it really bad? Or is that one not the bad one? Here's $2 for you to not read it. You know? Shit. I'm sorry. I've been bought. I'm very easily bought. If you give me $3, now I will read it. They're all really bad. I'm not shocked. Oh god. I want to see more cool... Like, the thing about video game movies in general is I'm so worried about a lot of them, because, like, they could be so good, but they're just, like... They're not taking advantage of what makes the actual game interesting. They just kind of make it into a movie without any of the intrigue that the game had. Like, you remove too much, you condense it too far, like... It's why I am incredibly scared about the Elden Ring movie thing. Movie adaptations of video games being bad is a constant, right? Which sucks, because they're gonna make a fucking Elden Ring movie, and I don't want it to suck that bad. The outlier being the new Mario movies. What about the Sonic movies, though? I heard those are pretty good. It's a regular movie with a ton of references to the IP, right? It's like they're not taking advantage of what made the IP cool to begin with. Like, if you're gonna make a horror movie based on Silent Hill or Resident Evil, then like at least capture the same atmosphere. Sonic movies are okay. The Mario movie is alright. Yeah, I heard that they're both kind of like... They both kind of fit their own, like, I've heard that I've heard like they're basically either like I've heard kind of two different takes on them. It's either like they're just kind of there or they're good, and that's like the two takes I've heard. So that generally checks out. The Mario film was a solid 6 out of 10. Yeah, that's about what I see people talk about when they mention that movie. Sonic movies are ruined by reminding me daily that James, Marston, ruining Cyclops. What does that mean? Hey, I like the Resident Evil, live-action movies. I liked how dumb it is. Yeah. Actually, I think one thing that's fun to think about is... I heard it brought up in some random video that I watched, and I think it's quite fun, to think about. That nowadays, we really do have the opposite, right? Like, back at, like, years ago, you would get, like, a video game adaptation of a, a video game adaptation of a movie, and now it's the complete opposite for most things, and I think that's quite funny. Like, movies are now going off, like, there's a lot of movies and stuff going off of, games instead. Now the CGI in Resident Evil movies are questionable. I mean, are Resident Evil movies anything, like, okay, if a Resident Evil movie is more than, like, a fucking, 90s, like, campy film, then, like, what's the point? If, like, the games can be scary and cool, but the movies have to have that same grime of, like, this has a shoestring budget, a shoestring budget, film, where, like, they don't really know what they're doing and they're kind of just making it up as they go. I need my Resident Evil movies to look like that. Because that's funny as fuck. Like, that's what I think of when I think about live-action Resident Evil. Maybe also because I think about RE1 when I think about live-action. And how RE1's live-action was really campy. I think that's really funny. Paulus W. Anderson glazes his wife for 6 movies straight. Is that just... Oh, really? Not to be confused with Paul Thomas Anderson, who I have different beef with. It's very interesting here talking about this, because, like, I don't know any of what you just said, but, like, I get the vibes. The Mario movie is the most movie about Mario ever. I just wished it wasn't an isekai story and they actually just had Mario be Mario and not an everyman. Yeah. I mean, that's the issue with a lot of movies, right? They kind of follow the exact same formula. I don't like formulaic movies very much. I like it when things I don't like formulaic anything very much. I like it when things try and do something unique. Mario's an isekai is a good plot. Isn't that just any time there's a Mario crossover? Isn't Mario and Rabbids just Rabbids having a fucking isekai into the Mario-verse? Damn, you're pissed about this. Oh, I am pissed about this. Shit, I didn't even realize. Shit, sorry. I just got really angry and I didn't know why. Sorry, so I'm talking about Mario. I don't know what happened. So I'm talking about Mario, I'm talking about isekai. I just kinda... I lost it for a minute there. The CGI Resident Evil movies are connected to the main timeline. They are canon, but the live action isn't really. I'm surprised I haven't heard more about them because they're canon. Like, I thought I would have heard about them for that reason. Hi, Aurora, how's it going? It's going alright. I have been having a pretty alright time. I've been chronically addicted to fucking Deadlock recently because the game is actually fun and I'm scared because I think I genuinely enjoy it a shit ton. Like, a lot more than I thought I would. So I've been in my own little hole. Wait, what about the live-action Resident Evil movies? We were talking about live-action Resident Evil movies and stuff. And I was talking specifically about why I like when the live-action for Resident Evil is, like, really, really campy, like 90s slasher film campy. Oh, I'm talking about live-action ones. We were also talking about the CGI ones being canon as well. But yeah, no, I just really like I feel like Resident Evil isn't complete, like, in like a movie format, Resident Evil isn't complete without some level of campiness. Like, it needs to be kinda goofy. Or like, is it really Resident Evil? Live action movies are such slop, but at least they're entertaining and how silly they get. Right? Like, that's my kind of thing. I love it when my movies aren't, like, actually good, but, like, are so bad that they're really fun to watch. I like so bad it's good movies. They make me happy. They have genuine courage. Like, honestly, my take is there's so many so bad it's good movies that are, like, 10 times better than some of the shit that just isn't, like, it isn't bad, but it isn't really good at all. Like, how we're talking about how, like, the Mario movie was just alright. Like, I would take bad over just alright. Like bad in, like, a really funny way, I would take it. Like the Minecraft movie where Jason Momoa dies. Yeah, the Minecraft movie, honestly, I liked that one more than, like, the other ones, only because it was so uninteresting for me that it looped back around to being really funny. Because it's like, I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen next. This feels like it was written on, like, a fucking fever dream. Like, somebody smoked a lot of crack before writing the Minecraft movie script, and I think that is fucking hilarious. There's a scene where Wesker makes a saw trap house. A character, beats the trap and talks shit. Only for Wesker to hit the kill this guy in particular button, just blow him up and kill him. Better to be bad than be boring. Exactly. I would much rather have my movie be bad and have a lot to talk about with it than it be good and have literally nothing to say. Or not good, have be, like, decent and have literally nothing to say. Or, like, if it's just alright, like, there's no conversation to be had. It's like, yeah, I watched it. I didn't hate it, but it wasn't, like, I can't talk about it beyond what I experienced. It's Hollywood. You couldn't be surprised. I mean, yeah. The sad part is, I haven't seen... I'm not gonna say haven't, but, like, I rarely see things that I like, that I attach myself to very heavily, that are from, like, larger Hollywood type, like, Hollywood types, or, like, big game studio types. I don't usually find stuff from those that I generally attach myself to anymore. Because I feel like all the stuff that I think has more personality is kind of more, like, has, like, 100 times less players. I look at it and I go, that's so fun looking, and, like, I'm like one of the first, like, I'm like one of 3 people to ever play it. There's this, well, when I read that one, they sprinkled references here and there, most notably in RE7, where they have a letter from one of the characters from one of the CGI movies. Oh, really? In RE7? God, I need to, like, refresh myself. I think I need to play RE7. I still owe somebody to play RE7. That's my relationship with music, right? I just think it's more fun to listen to things that, like, are made with from that specific kind of, like, group or person. You know what I mean? Like, instead of, like, larger budget things which are made for everybody and by nobody in particular, I like things that are made by somebody in particular for a particular audience. RE8 in a humble bundle for $15 if you want to get that. I probably will. Good. I'll have to take a look at it. Also, that means you will love Iron Lung. Oh, fuck yeah. Iron Lung definitely seems like it is a Markiplier production first and foremost. It'll have parts of the creator literally like etched into it as the material itself, and I think that's one of the most fun things. Yeah, it's in a humble choice thing. Oh, okay. To know why the RE movies suck, search up Ari Vendetta, Chris versus Arius. I will have to look that up and watch the first result. Okay. I've only seen one clip from them. God, I need to play the Resident Evil games. I haven't. I know I have to. I know I'm falling behind. I'm falling behind on my knowledge of the what's it? Of RE stuff. Oh, would you like to hear anything about it without spoilers? Like acting, set, theme, and stuff like that, or going 100% blind? I want to go in just completely blind. I'm a big fan of blind experiences, which is why God. Okay, here's my on this topic. I have a little thing I want to talk about. There has been like an idea for something I wanted to record and post cooking up in my mind for a very long time. Like I want to script something for the first time ever. Because I've never been made... I have a particular vendetta against one particular kind of thing. And it is... I just really hate both backseating, spoiling, and... No, sorry, it's three things. Backseating, spoiling, and leaking as, like, a general concept. I hate people... I hate when it's done, and if you do it, I'm going to kill you. It's to the point where, like, I want to make a discussion piece on why it's, like... evil and why any person who does it should fucking stop, please. I hate leakers, right? Oh my god. Leakers are evil as shit. I don't understand what's the joy you get from leaking stuff. Like, I don't understand the joy that you get from it. There's no whimsy. Spoiler, the evil is in a residence. Didn't they call it that because... Isn't that, like, different from the JP name? Like, didn't they name it that for, like, for the Western audience? And I think that's really funny. Yeah, yeah, in Japan it's called Biohazard. Yeah, okay. Which makes more sense, yeah. Because I thought it was called something different. That's why I hate the insert game here leaks and leak subs in Reddit. Yeah, I just think game leaks are just like, I think they're just annoying. Like, I don't really want to know what happens in the thing. Like, I'm gonna give you a personal story about this one. Back when JJK was releasing its back when they were still releasing like the manga before it actually finished. I decided, after watching the season 2 of the anime, I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna read it, because why not, right? I may as well. I thought the anime was, I mean, it wasn't, like, my favorite thing, but, like, I do like reading manga, so, like, why don't I just sit down and read this? I did read it. I read it until the very, very end, right? And the issue was, when I got to the end, I literally, for those, like, I read up to current, right? And then I went on Twitter for one time, and the first thing I see is spoilers leaks for the new chapter that literally wasn't out yet. And I saw that consistently for every single chapter before I could read it, and the discussions on those chapters were so, like, out in the open that I didn't actually finish reading it, and I know exactly what happens in the end, because I didn't have to read it. I didn't have to experience it because people fucking, like, force-fed me the experience in a way that I didn't want to have. And I think that it is ludicrous to say that, like, oh, well, just don't interact with something. Do not, like, that is a step away from encouraging that behavior. It is a step away from encouraging them to continue to do it. Because if you blame the person who doesn't want to see it, not the person who's doing it, the person who's doing it is gonna feel like they're in the right. Like, oh, well, yeah, you just shouldn't have looked. Bitch, I wasn't even looking. It's even worse when the fan base can't keep a secret to save their life. You've already seen how bad it how you have to log off when Limbus updates with Limbus updates. No, really. Back when I was playing, back when I was still catching up in Limbus Company, I was, I literally, anytime I got a, anytime I got, like, any Limbus Company thing recommended to me, I would just immediately, my, like, YouTube recommended, I would just immediately click do not recommend for every single one, even if it looked interesting. Because I just didn't want, like, even if it was something that I had already seen before, because I didn't want the chance of seeing something that I didn't want to. And, like, even I couldn't stay unspoiled on some things, right? Like, it's really hard to remain unspoiled. It's like, I tried my damnedest. There are some things, I forgot what specifically now, but, like, I did kind of know a general idea of what was going to happen in some of the contests before I even got there. Because I just, like, existed on the internet at fucking all. Just, like, I didn't do anything. I just knew. Yeah, it gets worse the more we get. Like, imagine being spoiled on Verminkaiser, right? If you get spoiled on that, and that is such an important, integral thing that you just now know, when you really should have experienced it for yourself. In some cultures, the events of plots are seen as being of less importance than the progress of reaching them. That is, knowing that Dumbledore dies on page 495 does not spoil, and since ruin, the process of reading the work. I mean, I can understand that, but, like, it still removes some stakes in some cases, right? Like, especially if it's something you are genuinely invested in. Because, here's the thing, when it comes to stuff like the fucking, Dumbledore dies, or the fucking Star Wars plot twist, those are literally too fucking known by every person ever for them to actually work how they were intended, right? You'll never have that experience of, oh my god, I didn't think that this could happen. Like, you are given an expectation. You are given an expectation of what is going to happen, so even if you can find some content in figuring out how it happens, you shouldn't have even known that it happens to begin with, you know? Like, there have been times where I get spoiled on something, but I go, okay, but I just want to see how it even got there, right? But in an ideal world, I would have said, oh my god, I didn't think that was going to happen. Like, I'm gonna be so honest, if I was spoiled on a game like, like Red Dead, for example, that game would not have nearly hit as hard, and I wouldn't have nearly felt, I wouldn't have nearly felt at all the way that I actually do after completing it. I'm not saying that I agree with this, merely that there are cultural differences at play here. I can totally understand that, but I just personally do not want to see it, and it is not something I can avoid. Bro, imagine being spoiled on certain Sinclair. You know, honestly, I can't imagine being spoiled on that one, because you can, I'm going to tell you right now, there is some person who got spoiled on that particular thing entirely because they opened YouTube for 5 minutes. They opened YouTube for 5 minutes, scrolled for a little bit, and then a YouTube thumbnail, like, jump scared them and said, oh, hey, by the way, this thing you haven't seen yet. Do you want to see it? Do you want to see this thing? We're not going to put any spoiler warnings or anything. I'm just going to clip it clean out, right? I don't mind being spoiled at all, but it is a different experience being unspoiled. And spoiling a plot does take away a tool that can be used by a storyteller to good effect, right? Like, an example of this that I want to bring up is there's a manga that it's not really talked about because it's really unknown. It's a manga that I was reading, and one of the major characters in it dies. I had no frame of reference that character could even die to begin with. I did not think that they would actually do it. So if I had known beforehand, I would not have been left with this feeling of, like, complete distress that I got. Like, I wouldn't have been left with this feeling of, oh god, I didn't think that they would do that. But I certainly did feel that way because I went into it blind. Like, spoilers affect you. I feel like the thing about spoilers is how much they affect you depends on how much you care about the plot of what you're reading. I'm gonna be so honest, spoilers are incredibly personalized. And spoilers are personalized to your own experience, and I think how much you care depends on how much you care about the plot of whatever you're looking into, right? If you want to experience it yourself and get brought through the motions as the author intended, spoilers are evil. But if you're like, I'm just gonna read this because I feel like it, and then you get spoiled on it, it's like, whatever. I don't really care that much. That's cool. Right? Like, that's much different than, like, suddenly I know everything when I really didn't want to. People people be so lazy nowadays. They can't make proper thumbnails, right? Shit, like, and thumbnails aren't even that hard to make. I make they're workable thumbnails. I make pretty workable thumbnails in like 5 minutes. It's not that hard to work with. You don't have to do that. Oh god. I think like the next step up from spoilers, by the way, is actually, here's my hot take on spoilers, right? Not my hot take, actually. One of my takes on spoilers. It's actually a very cold take. I think one of the worst kinds of spoilers is the spoiler that makes you understand that they don't tell you directly what's going on, but they tell you they don't tell you what is going to happen, but they'll like try and steer you at all or make any assumption or say anything that can kind of shift your perspective, I guess, because sometimes lack of information or phrasing is the spoiler in and of itself. Like, sometimes the thing that you get spoiled on isn't even by direct word of mouth. It's more like them going, well, I mean, like, not this thing or anything. Like, okay, well, now I know that's like a possibility that could happen. This is just a theory of mine. Now I know that there is some world in which something could happen, because now you have implanted the fact that I at least know, like, it's basically spoilers by omission. It's spoilers by omission of detail when you didn't even need to say anything anyway. Where I don't know, just find out would have sufficed. People will reply with like a whole fucking thing. It's not a spoiler, it's just a possibility. It's just a possibility. Trust, right? And it's like, well, now that I know that, I'm gonna expect it if it happens, right? Like, I'm not really gonna be caught off guard by anything now. Oh, should I not make those jokes then? I mean, you can make the jokes. There's just a difference between knowing it's a joke, like between a joke that you can say, oh, haha, that's funny, or like okay, so clearly I'm wrong in what I've said, and you wanted to correct me, but you stopped yourself. It's the difference in that, right? It's the difference in, like, even if you are tricked, you were not looking at the story the way that you would if you had never been told anything at all, right? Exactly. There's just nothing really beats the blind experience. Even if you're tricked, it's like, I mean, I at least know that something could have happened or didn't happen, or there's something going on here, you know? But yeah, like, there's a difference between, this is clearly, like, you're clearly just fucking with me, and, okay, so you are really trying hard not to talk about this, but you will if I let you. If I give you, like, an inch, you'll take a mile, right? Which is the thing about backseating that I hate particularly. Backseating really is, if you give them an inch, they'll take a mile. I just can't let any for some cases, I just literally can't let person do anything, because I'm like, listen, if I tell you that you can, like, talk about this thing, you're gonna, like, somehow spoil me on a detail I haven't known before, like, through just phrasing. It's gonna happen eventually. Backseating is evil. Because it's like, if you wanted to play the game, just go fucking play it. You don't have to play it over my goddamn shoulder. I just started watching show, and I love character. Oh well, I wouldn't get too attached, right? That kind of thing, where it's like, you know, you shouldn't get too attached to that character, or like anything like that, where it's like, well, now I know something is going to happen, or there's something like, you haven't outright told me, but there's something that's going to occur, and now I have expectations. If I had a nickel for every time Aurora hyperfixated on a character that called Sinclair, I would have 2 nickels. Wait, what's the 2 Sinclairs I'm hyperfixated on? Hold on. You mean with like in a game where a character is named Sinclair? That is 2, yes. That is Limbus Company and that is Deadlock. Although Sinclair and Deadlock would not get along with Sinclair from Limbus Company. Those two would probably not get along very well. Actually, I don't think Sinclair would get along with anybody. Sinclair as seen in your left eye, Sinclair as seen in your right eye. I have 2 sides. Fucking sad little wet dog little twink boy, or bickering ghost married couple. That's the 2 Sinclairs that I know. Force the sinners to complete the ritual to see see what happens. Honestly, you know what would be really fun to think about? What even would, like, technically the ritual, I feel like every single sinner would take, from Limbus Company would take the Deadlock ritual. They would all work there. Speaking of Sinclair, you know his first name was Emil, right? Nier Automata also has a Sinclair. Goddamn, 3 Sinclairs. 3 for 3. But yeah, no. It's, you know what 7 will think of the sinners? 7 would probably, I mean, 7's an asshole, so he's probably just gonna be really rude to most of them. Probably not, honestly, my take is he would not be rude to Otis, though. I think those 2 would get along. They're both kind of war criminals. Especially 7. And, no, especially Otis, actually. 7's a little bit less so. He's just a fucking, he's just kind of like the actual devil. But yeah, no, I think, honestly, the sinners would participate in the Deadlock ritual. And I wonder what the fucking Hidden King and Arc Mother would have to even say to them. Because they always, like, when you start a round, they'll always, like, entice. Have you ever finished Automata? I have not yet. I need to pick it back up again. That's why his first name is I'm gonna fight you. So there. Oh, God. But no, it's, I think it would be, and honestly, it's to the point where, like, that kind of thing has been so interesting to me that I want to draw, like, a, what if blank character, Olympus Company was, a part of the ritual. My immediate thought if I would draw, though, was Rhodian, because I feel like she makes the most sense for joining the ritual. That's kind of, like, she makes the most sense. I would love to figure out how I would even write her. I'll give her the, like, what I would even do. More or less write her, more write what the fucking Hidden King would say to her, because that's more fun. Tell Yoshi he should have thought ahead if he didn't want to make the jokes. I don't think Yoshi has fucking future vision. 7's been around for a long fucking time. I want Don Quixote to join solely because I think it'll be funny. I think, okay. I think if, honestly, I think if Dawn joined the ritual, though, she would literally be just like... She would be just like Venator and Warden. They would be basically the same. She would have joined with the exact same goal as they have. Both of them have the goal that their wish to the patrons is to... They both want to kill both patrons. Like they want to completely eradicate the patrons. But I feel like Don Quixote would also want to eradicate the patrons. I don't think they're much different. I feel like Hero of Justice, Hero of Justice kind of falls in line with, I will take down this greater evil. Meanwhile, like, other people have much more materialistic wishes, which I think is quite fun. I think she would annoy the shit out of somebody, but I don't know who, but someone. Probably 7, like, honestly. 7 Geist, maybe? Like, any person who is full of themselves. I believe Don Quixote would be confused by everyone speaking a language other than 17th century Castellan. I mean, who knows? Drifter exists. I think Drifter would have a very good conversation. Drifter's been around since like the 17th century. Drifter's been around for a very long time. Drifter calls Drifter calls New York New Amsterdam. So I mean, Drifter's been around long enough to know. Something gets annoyed by everyone. Mina would be annoyed. Actually, Mina would be a really funny one. Lash would love. Other way around. Honestly, I think other way around. Considering how the Lash is, like, he's like a world-renowned pit fighter, right? That's kind of his whole thing. But yes. God, I need to get my art muscles into play. I need to start doodling. Cause I have fun drawing ideas. You hate Lash so much you went serious for a sec. Do I hate Lash? I don't hate Lash. I think he's quite funny. He's a funny little guy who fighting makes me want to rip my hair out sometimes, but it's okay because I like him. I mean, okay, I like him sometimes. There are other times that I don't. Aw, man, I stepped away and missed Gregory talking about Dawn. I mean, we're still technically talking about Dawn right now. We're talking about, we're on the topic of the Sinners Limbus Company versus, like, what if they were to, join the Deadlock Ritual. And how the fact of, Don Quixote would probably, annoy Seven really bad, or Mina, or Geist, or any person. Especially probably Geist and Drifter, honestly. Actually, no, especially, if we're talking, like, current day, especially Geist and Drifter, not Geist, Mina and Drifter. Probably Mina especially, though, less Drifter. Because, you know, I mean, the whole thing is with Mina, I mean, I don't think Dawn really likes vampires that much. I want to be so honest. I think Dawn would kind of be a little bit off-put by the fact that Mina became a vampire because she is an entitled little shit. But no, what is it? But yeah, no, I was, would Dawn and Silver have beef or be best friends? Vampire and werewolf? That is a great question. I don't really know. I mean, technically, I mean, Silver would probably get along, considering the fact that Silver is technically, like... I mean, the difference is, though, Silver is a bounty hunter, right? And Fixers in PM lore are basically also bounty hunters. Like, I feel like she would like Dawn, because Dawn would kind of like her. Like, Dawn would kind of make her feel better about herself. Just because she likes people who do just things. She'd probably get recruited to the OSIC by Hayes, though, considering who the fuck Hayes is. Hayes recruits like half the staff and like in all of her dialogue lines. It's really funny. Half of her dialogue is like, by the way, have you considered joining the government? Mind sharing your thoughts on Kanto 9 now that it's been a few weeks and you've had your time to process? I think Kanto 9 is my favorite. I think it is my favorite one that they have done. I don't, like... My take is, do I think it is the most well-constructed Kanto out of every single one? I don't really know. I can't really give you a definitive answer. But, like, I liked it a lot. It's my favorite. Just... Even if, like, I might have issues with it, but it is still my favorite. Nothing, it is my favorite by every metric. And sometimes my favorite is not the one that I think is the best. I think this one is my favorite, but I do not think it is the best Kanto, like, out of all of them, but it is the one that I love the most. That's at least how I view it. Like structure-wise, it's not my, I think it has some work, but quite honestly, I think I just love it too much to judge it any other way. It's, like, an example is, I think my favorite two Kantos are 8 and 9. I think 8 has better structure than 9, but 9 just kind of has everything that I ever wanted. Like, 9 was written in such a way that it is made for me specifically. It is written in such a personalized way for me, and like, and I can't let that pass up, you know? He just wants everybody to be a Fed. Pretty much, right? Kim Jim said he put a lot of himself into Kanto 9's story in an interview. I can see that. I've heard about the kind of issues that he had, and Kanto 9 deals with a lot of those. So it really was the author's barely disguised trauma. Barely disguised. There was basically a loudspeaker about it. It was basically being announced to the whole world. But what's it? I'm running out of words to say. I've said so many words so far. We've rebounded through like three different topics so far. So, oh yeah. I don't actually. I'm just making fucking noises. But yes, no, Kanto 9 was very, very fun. I liked it. I thought it was well written. I thought it was well written, and I thought that after I went on Twitter and saw people saying that they didn't like it very much, I felt so confused. What do you have in mind for art? That's a great question. So, I want to start, oh god, I want to start just doodling some random shit. I want to start doodling some random shit, because there's so many things I want to make. There's so many things I want to make. I want to make so many tiny little shit posts. I want to make so many, like, I want to be so honest. When it comes to art, like, Deadlock shit has been kind of, like, perfect for me for art reasons. Because, like, it has so many things, like, so many character interactions that I kind of want to doodle out. Because they're just really funny. It has done wonders for me. Like, Seven and Silver talking, I want to draw that. That's so funny. I love the fucking interaction between Seven and Silver, where he calls her fatherless. It's really funny. Like, it's, god, I really have just rebounded back to when like my love for Valve shit. Deadlock interaction is the best, right? Seven and Viscous as well. Oh, you're gonna hear a lot of blank and Seven. Seven and Viscous is so funny because Seven is the super composed, like, monster of a man, and Viscous makes him just genuinely terrified. He's like, oh god, it's talking to me. What the fuck is this thing? I just think it's really funny. I gotta draw some of those too, right? I gotta just doodle out some of them. They're just really funny. It took me a bit to connect which types of child abuse each nurse father was, but Ryoshu being a statement on cycles of abuse was obvious to me, right? It was a very, I think the Nurse Fathers were very well constructed for their purpose. Like they're very well written for what they were meant for. And I think that's quite delightful. Like on in terms of like the story writing, not their actions. What they did was evil as fuck. But the story writing, shit, that was great. That was fantastic. But you know, I want to do a lot some the fucking interactions because they're just really funny. They're just really funny. Here's the thing, I used to be, when I was younger, obsessed with Valve games. Like, specifically, Half-Life and TF2 kind of had me, had my heart for a very long time. Portal as well. I just realized I hate facing Pocket. I hate facing Mina. That means they were made for each other. I don't think that one's true. I think Pocket would probably disagree. I think Pocket would probably say, no, thank you. I'm good. Considering, you know, Pocket's whole situation, Aaron Fairfax themselves, in the flesh. Pocket should nerf themselves so that they can, so that I can enjoy playing the video game. But here's the thing about Pocket. Pocket isn't actually that bad, I've come to realize. A good Pocket sucks. Like, a regular-ass Pocket is not that bad. Like, a regular Pocket just kind of exists and, like, doesn't really do much. I've seen them usually run in and die. I said this as an Ivy player. I've learned that stuff can become really annoying if you use it properly. And I've learned this because I play Ivy in a way that makes any person who has to fight her just not able to play the game. Aaron Fairfax seems to get the fuck out of my lobbies. Do you get fucking sniped by Pocket so often? God. Also, one thing I want to do, one deadlock thing I do want to talk about, actually, which is funny because this actually exists. This isn't even like a joke or anything. Apparently there are going to be deadlock visual novels, and I think that is delightfully. I think that is delightfully hilarious, and I love it. The fact that there are going to be deadlock visual novels is just so funny. Because that is two things that I am, like, head over heels for that are both fucking, like, visual novels. Or have some visual novel element. First, it was PM in general. It's basically VN in its own way. But, like, first fucking PM with its visual novels and all of its games and everything about it, everything that they make. Second, fucking Deadlock, which also seems to have, like, the Lady Geist visual novel and then the other ones that aren't out yet. Like, they're making, like, a lot of the shit that I like seems to fall into this same category of having that, which is really funny. From the perspective of somebody who didn't, it's a Valve visual novel, if you will. So true. God, you know what's one of my favorite, like, comics ever, though? I'm not a big comic person in general, only because, like, a lot of the comics I've seen are, like, your typical ones that don't end, and it's like, this is just the 7th edition of this story, and, like, I stopped caring because I just wanted a comprehensive story start to finish. But no, what's it? One of my favorite ones is honestly Portal 2's Ratman. Ratman story is one of the best things one of my favorite things ever written. Permission to talk about how trash a certain shonen series, permission to talk trash about a certain shonen series? Feel free, we do talk trash to shonen series here. Ratman, yup. I love Ratman. I love Doug Ratman, and I love that entire fucking, like, novel. That felt so cool. I loved that one. That one was really fun to read. And the music for it, by the way, is so good. Like the music associated with it, Exile Vilify is so good. It's like the Ratman. It's the Doug Ratman song. Okay, so I don't like One Piece, and after talking to some guys, I realized every arc is the exact same, for the last 30 years. Oh, really? You know, you know what? I mean, that's... that kind of sucks to hear. I don't like One Piece either for the reason that it just doesn't interest me, like, at all. It doesn't interest me at all on any base level. Like, if you like it, I'm proud of you, but I don't. I think it's kind of boring. I still love your Exile Vilify karaoke. Thank you. I forgot when I did that. I'm gonna be so honest. I forgot when I sang Exile Vilify. Was it a karaoke? Did that? Was it in one of my 2 karaoke streams that I did? Luffy and gang go to a new place that's being oppressed. Someone gives a tearful request to be saved. Fake out deaths, Luffy solves the problem and by punching it out. Rinse and repeat. Oh, so it really isn't that... I mean, it's in the same element as the, what's it? As the manga, as like, JoJo Part 3, basically. And not like the whole part, but like, I like Part 3, trust me, but like, also... Like Villain of the Week type shit, but for longer. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't like I didn't like the One Piece art style. And learning what's it? It's like 1 William chapters didn't help. I don't like the art style in a particular way. I just don't like that all the female characters have they look identical to each other. That's like the main thing that I don't really like very much. They all have, like, the exact same body proportions, and, like, I don't really care. I don't really care for it. Is that actually true? Oh, what? Angry Aurora? Yeah, I'm really fucking mad. I believe it was your second karaoke. I would not be shocked. I love toggling that one. On purpose or on accident. It's quite fun. But yeah, no, God, Exile Vilify is such a good song. I did have a good time with that one when I was, karaokeing it. It just is such a sad song, and I can cover it pretty well. Like, I think I did a pretty good job with Exile Vilify. It's especially because it is I have a very quiet voice naturally. So, Exile Vilify works for me because it also fits the fact that, like, I kind of whisper talk. Sad music is rad music, right? Sad music just kind of feels super good to sing sometimes. They're mad that I am withholding Silver Yuri art. You are? Well, shit, now I am mad. What the fuck? Why aren't you not showing me? The OP author also refused the development. Like Sanji, the chef, had a moment where he was willing to get married to a girl, and she mind wipes him. So that so the status quo comes back. Oh crap. Was that a spoiler? Should I remove it? I mean, I don't really care about like One Piece, but like if you think it's, I mean, If you think that it's, like, worth removing, feel free. Like, it's more like you're more removing it for the courtesy of others, is what I would say. Of, like, who are watching it and who do care. But, like, that is kind of sucky to hear. I like plot development, and I don't like it when plot development is denied. It's also why I don't like comics very much. That's my reason why I don't like comics very much. There's no real development because everybody is stuck in stasis from fucking 50 years ago. They can never be better people because the story does not demand it of them. It depends who's writing the comic. I mean, that's the thing, though, right? Like, I just like it when there is... I like what I read a lot. Like, I like what I read quite a bit because of the fact that there is only one version of it. Like, there's not a reality where these decisions that are currently happening don't happen. Which is why I have a hard time getting into comics and stuff. Like, I like it when the consequences are permanent. You know what I mean? Like, if somebody dies in a series that I like, they should just stay dead forever. Like, I don't need them back. Do you dislike fan fiction, Aurora? I don't dislike fan fiction, but there's a difference between fan fiction and, like, established canon, you know what I mean? Like, fan fiction is fine because I know it is written by a fan for that. Like, it doesn't really hold the same weight as, like, big publisher posted this story and it contradicts a completely different story set place in the same universe. And now that other one doesn't make any sense. Right? Like, I like it when things at least have some level of making sense. Yeah, Gandalf, get back in the hole and stay down there. Exactly. Is it a crime to say I have not seen any of the I have not finished a Lord of the Rings movie? I started watching one of them, but I never actually finished it. I'm sorry for the sin that I have committed. I will fix it eventually. I'll fix my I will fix my sin for the sake of all people in chat and me specifically. You still need to read the books, Aurora. You promised. I know. I'm well aware. And that I will do. I can't get out of that one. So I definitely will read the books. It's pretty good, but yeah, they're long. Yeah, I've heard they're quite long. The one exception I have for the dead stay dead rule is Red Hood. That one is good. Oh, what? For coming back? Yeah, it's because... I mean, well, that's because it was used for, like, genuine story development, right? Like, it's different than, like... What if there was a different reality where this character wasn't the same character at all, but, like, just kind of wore the skin of the character that you liked? It's like, yeah, this character that you got to know, what if they were here, but they were actually, like, evil? What if they were evil, and... What if Superman was evil? Guys, this is a new idea I just came up with right now. What if we did a comic where Superman was evil, guys? What are we thinking? What are we thinking, everybody? What's it? What if this was fricked up and evil? Guys, what if this was like friggin' awesome and evil? Guys, what would it be like, you know? Lord of the Rings audiobooks are excellent when you're too sick to get out of bed. That is a great point. Holy shit. Right? It's gonna be so freaking cool and awesome. So freaking awesome. Everyone's gonna love it. What if you were evil? Well, there's no real what if there, you know? Right? Right? There's no what if, right? But yeah, no, it's why I like stuff that has like one congruent canon, you know what I mean? I like it when things don't make me have to care about the make 700 bits of side content, which is basically just as canon as the other stuff, because it gets confusing after a while. What if Aurora was evil, logged into your gotcha game, and wasted all of their pulls on the standard banner? Yeah, I'm gonna download Arknights for the first time, so waste all my pulls on the standard banner, and then never play the game ever again. That is a genuine stream idea I have. I want to pick up a game, play it for a week, and then like leave it, and never play it again. My current candidate for that is Enfield. I'm just gonna pick it up, play it for a week, and then just never touch it beyond that week. Because I just think it's interesting. Bro, the rage bait would be so funny. I'm going to do a rage bait stream, like eventually. That is going to happen. Like, I'm going to do a rage bait stream because it's funny. And it's probably, I'm just gonna open something that people like care about and then do it like in the most impractical way physically possible. And it feels actually pretty good. The first hour is kind of slow, but once you're allowed to explore, it's good. My thing is with Enfield, right? Is I had a plan with that game, and it's still gonna hold up, right? It's still the plan that I have right now. I want to play it for a week straight. Like every stream that week is playing that game. Then after that week, I never touch Enfield ever again. I never play the game ever again. After a week, I just say, okay, I'm done now. Because I think that would be a very interesting thing to do. Pick up a game and then just not play it beyond that starting week. No matter how I feel about it by the end, I have to drop it. It is the one, like, stipulation I have for myself. Even if I think it is the coolest thing to ever be produced, I still can't pick it up beyond that moment. Like, I get a week of fun with it, and once that week is over, I get to never touch it ever again. I think that is interesting because it forces some level of it becomes a finite thing. Wait, I got an idea. You only stream the first week, and we see you playing it in Discord, and you never mention it. Yeah, I just continue to play it even after I literally said I'll just drop it. I'm like, yeah, no, what are you talking about? What are you talking about, guys? I'm fucking crazy. You're already rage baiting me by not finishing Nier. Heart. I'll finish it, and I'm going to finish Nier. Just you wait. Nier Automata is gonna be done. Don't you wait. Oh, God. You know what would be a really funny stream idea, actually? So you know how much I hate backseating? What if I played a game that was really easy with the stipulation of in the title being like, please backseat this stream, and I just do everything in the worst way physically possible to make it like grueling for any person watching? Like I play Portal 2. Oh, sorry, I play Portal, but I fail every single puzzle in the most like, I make every puzzle take like 30 minutes. Because I'm just sitting there shooting 2 portals in the same spots and being like, I don't understand it. You're like, that's what you told me to do, right? That's how you really be evil. That is like genuinely like that I feel like that is a kind of torture that is only that is actually in hell right now. If you go to hell, you'd find that. If you backseat, that's where you go. Aww. Hell for backseaters. You can't backseat properly. Play a visual novel and love all of the worst characters and then hate all of the fan favorites. That's a great idea. Oh my god. I'll make all of the decisions people, like, really don't like you to make. And, like every time I'll see people trying to backseat for any particular thing, I will just do the complete opposite, or I'll just keep pushing it down, like, the worst possible route. That is incredibly evil. I want to do it. I want to do it so bad, actually. Oh my god. And the best part about it, too, is you have to act, like, completely oblivious. You have to look at it like, what are you talking about, guys? I don't get it. Well, what are we all upset about? You die and go to the Aurora anti-backseating stream? Exactly. You die and go to hell, and that's it. If like that is a very silly, in a negative sense, plan, or denying yourself access to media you enjoy for an arbitrary reason is emotionally inefficient. I just think it would be interesting to make myself play something for a week and then stop. Like, I think there is some things that I think it is, I don't know, it is in concept very, very fascinating to me. It's because it leads to that. It leads to, like, I don't know. It leads to some. It sounds like an art experiment. Follow through, right? It's like an experiment in some way. Even if I love something, even if I like this thing, I'll be getting into it knowing that I only have a week with it. Like, I'm starting this thing full well knowing that there is no future with it. There is only the present now, and I'll just make the present the best as possible with it because I only have so much time. It's also going to let me make more decisions than I would otherwise, because think about it. I mean, I play games very cautiously. It's going to force me to just do shit because, like, I don't have that much time. I only have so many days in the week, right? Or so many hours in stream. Skip through all the dialogue and then complain about how the story makes no sense. Oh my god. I should, yeah, play a visual novel, but skip all the dialogue and be like, God, what the fuck is happening? It reminds me of when I saw on Twitter.com somebody talk about how they're playing Limbus Company, and they were like, yeah, I skipped all the like dialogue and stuff. I don't know what the fuck is happening. And it's like, of course you don't know. You skipped like half of the fucking game. It's a visual novel. Did you know that? Did you download this knowing that it was a visual novel? A novel is the thing that you read. Are you aware? Do you know what reading is? Have you done it before? Are you aware of your own existence? Hello? Visual novel blind any percent speedrun. Oh my god, make all of the worst decisions you think that you could make. Make the game take, like, half as long. Pick all of the love interests hate you route. Or if you're playing like a romance type. The average PM fan, you mean? That is true. The media literacy on display is nerve-wracking in some cases. Like, something will happen, and like it'll be like either that somebody made a point where that I totally agree with, because it really is like, are we experiencing the same media? Did I play the same game as you? Hi, Cobalt. Funny seeing people get post stuff like that and then get absolutely flamed in their replies, right? Like, I feel like they're kinda like Like, I don't know what you fucking expected, dude. You don't like the thing because you didn't fucking experience the thing. Listen, if my experience eating fucking, like, vanilla ice cream was to drop it on the ground and then lick it off the floor, and I thought it was a really bad experience, shit, that's kind of my fault for doing that. I went the extra mile to ruin it for myself. Like, oh, I didn't know that it would taste that bad. Like those fucking, like, replies to recipe books where it's like, hi, I saw your fucking pie recipe, your apple pie recipe, but I don't like apples very much, so I removed all of the apples and replaced them with fucking corn. It turned out really poorly. Why would you do this to me? Why would you make this recipe so bad, though? Why is your recipe so bad? I don't fucking know. That's a great question. Why'd you replace the apples with fucking corn? Like, why though? Oh, God. Stolen valor from the Pokemon community to be SMH, which is stolen valor from the Persona community, which is stolen valor from the American Literacy Statistics SMH. So real. Listen, it's not called Stolen Valor, it's called a crossover event, okay? They're very popular in recent year. We're a mukbang stream. It's just printouts of food on paper, and you crush them and then you crush and eat them, and then complain about it. A printout of an apple. Why does this taste like paper? I don't fucking know. Maybe because it's literally a sheet of paper. Oh my god, that's really funny. That's really fucking funny. Oh my god. God, Rage bait is funny. Because it takes, like, zero fucking effort to do. And it also takes, like, no brain cells. Because, like, half of the complaints you see are like, did you experience the same thing that I did? Did you experience anything ever in your whole life? Have you been anywhere? Have you seen anything? Are you aware of your own existence? Oh my god. Doesn't like mech game, buys Armor Core 6, looks inside, mech, upset somehow, right? God, then why are there mechs in this game? Why are there mechs in the game advertised as a mech game? I don't fucking know, maybe because that's what it was advertised as? Shit, that's my bad. I should have let you know that the game you were buying wasn't something that you were going to like, even though it literally says it on the fucking tin. It says, do not, basically, like, bold text, this is not a fucking, what's it? This is a mech game, by the way. Some days I realize just how weird existence is. Like, we just eat somehow. Not somehow. There's a whole scientific method for how we eat. Did you know that? Did you know that? It's pretty cool. Did you know that guys, did you know that I'm actually doing, do you know that I'm actually doing biology? Did you know that I actually know, that there's like a reason for stuff? Did you know that? Pushes up nerd glasses. Hold on. Wait. Wrong thing. Pushes up my nerd glasses. Did you know? Did you guys know, by the way? Actually. Oh, God. Yeah. One of the biggest mech game series out there. Totally won't contain mechs. Totally, surely not. If I remember the Steam review correctly, they were comparing it to Elden Ring or something. I think it's literally because they played Elden Ring, saw, oh, FromSoft game, played it and was like, wait, FromSoft is doing something besides making Elden Ring again? What the hell? Why aren't they making Elden Ring 3? I mean, what's it? I mean, but joke's on you for, but joke's on you, I am just, recently coming to terms with my own sentience. I have moments like that, though. I have moments where, like, I completely disassociate from the fact that I am a real person for some reason, because that's how my brain works. Like, when I'm, like, tired, when I'm super tired, I just kind of forget that I'm, like, alive. And then I'll have moments, and then, like, I'll have moments that are the complete opposite, where it's, like, I'm hyper aware of every tiny little thing that I'm doing. Or if it's a real person to me, thank you, Young. I appreciate it. I am real. Wait, you're real? My meds are working? I don't know, are they? Are they working? I don't know. Oh, God. I deny all of your existences. I'm glad you're consistent, Gregory. There are probably some scientific reasons for why I think like that. Probably. Did you know that there's a scientific reason for some things? Did you know that? Did you know that science kind of do be knowing? That in some ways, science do kind of just know? Oh, gosh. God, I get, like... Speaking of of brain breaking, my brain does not know what I was talking about anymore. It's all empty. It emptied out into the draining pipe, into the drainage pipe. Hi, Nuz, how are you? The fucking magnets, how do they work? You said that like you have somebody tied to a chair. And being forced to explain how magnets work. I made beef stroganoff with my mom. I have heard so many shitposts about that particular thing that I kind of forgot that it was real, and I thought you were about to say a joke. I thought you were like leading up to some like joke you're going to make, and I was looking at it like, where's the, oh, that's a real thing, right, sorry. Yeah, literally that. Literally that is what I was thinking about. I was like, oh, where's the comedy? She's my pizza. Oh my god. It happens sometimes, right? Disassociation is real. She beefed it on my stroganoff. Oh my god. What the fuck is beef stroganoff, actually? New question. Is it a German thing? I X on my Y until Z is a very good format for that cause. Right? I love that format, honestly. I say I use it very often. Remily Loud-ing. How'd you get your fucking text in bold? Holy shit. It's a Russian dish. The only Russian dish I've ever had, but it's a Russian dish. Oh, okay. Beef stroganoff is pasta with a... They got beef. They got the beef stroganoff. And mushrooms? Oh, I hate mushrooms. Oh, I hate mushrooms. Mushrooms, no. When she stroganoff? When she beef? Mushrooms are your friend, Aurora. They don't taste good. Why would you hate your friends? Because they don't tasty. They don't do tasty. The gaslighting did not, in fact, work. I did not gaslight myself into liking them as much as I tried. As much as I tried to gaslight myself into liking mushrooms, it did not fucking work. I still do not like them. There was a solid year, though, or like a couple of months, where I was like, mushrooms are actually pretty good. Does Kana have a pleasant taste, Aurora? I don't know, I haven't fucking cannibalized, I don't know. Probably not, though, if I had to guess. It hates me, I'm sorry, I don't like mushrooms. They just don't tasty, they don't do tasty. She prindle on my Gurgan till I hinge. Oh my god. They don't do tasty. They don't do tasty. Mushrooms don't do tasty. They do taste bad. I like mushrooms. You can like mushrooms. I cannot. They don't work with me. Listen, mushrooms, okay. Mushrooms broke into my house. Mushrooms killed my grandma. I don't like mushrooms. I love that fucking... I've never seen that movie before and I don't want to. Mushrooms killed my grandma. No. Oh my god. It's okay, Aurora. My dad left me for mushrooms too. Okay, but what kind of mushrooms? Honestly, if he left you for mushrooms, I think, is he like foraging? Yeah, I don't think going to a farm upstate if he was foraging mushrooms. Found one of those ones that tastes a little bit funky. Makes your heart skip a beat, or 2, or 3, or 4. Mushrooms ain't bad, but unfortunately Aurora got assaulted by them. Yeah, I got, mushrooms broke and entered. It was horrifying. If your dad left you for mushrooms, El Bozo. Should have just been better. Should have been better than the mushrooms, clearly. No, I want to forage for chicken of the woods. Goated ass mushroom. Here's the thing, I am down to try anything, which is why I'm down to try mushrooms that aren't, like, there's, like, the regular-ass mushrooms. Those are the only mushrooms that I've had. I've only ever had the, like, regular store-bought mushrooms, and they're kind of sucky for me. I don't like them. Who was a mushroom? He dated mushrooms, or, what? Are you talking about the small brown ones? Yes. Did you have left you for mushrooms? El Bozo, yeah. Skill issue, actually. Skill issue, I'm better than you. Actually, I'm better. I'm gonna kill my voice. What's it? Those are committee mushrooms and they suck. They go for the portobellos instead. I've only... Aren't they all the same? What's that? A portobello broke into your home, into your place once, and you could never eat them again, I suppose. Exactly. They appeared before my eyes in a flash of lightning. And they broke my fucking knees. It was evil. No, Aurora, mushrooms can have very different flavors. I mean, that's why when I said, that's why I know when I say mushrooms, like, as, like, a thing, I'm, like, generalizing. But, like, what's it? Which is why I'm like, I mean, I wanted to find the specific mushroom that I don't like, instead of just saying I don't like mushrooms in general. I don't like your typical mushrooms, I guess, is more what I mean. The shrimp ones are all fairly decent. I just don't like the little brown mushrooms, or like the little ones, or the like even a little bit of larger ones. Like the mushrooms that like the brown mushrooms that I've had are just all kind of bad. The mushroom broke into your house, raided your fridge, and graffitied the wall, saying "No one out pizzas the hut." Yeah, that's why I've never eaten a. I'll never eat a pizza before, ever. I will. I've actually never like I don't even. Technically not a joke. Actually, haven't eaten it before. You should try fried tiger's mane. If you have, do you have some fried tiger's mane for me? Haunted, creamy mushrooms, that drink all your Pepsi and call you a bitch. Oh my god. Fucking high school bully ass mushrooms, holy shit. I have beef with the Utah burger. What's it? The two of us are enemies. We hate Utah Burger Kings. What is you have an issue with Utah? I have come to discover. It's not just the Burger King. I think you have like a genuine issue with Utah. Supposedly Pizza Hut ain't doing so good. The owner said publicly they're thinking of selling. I mean, yeah, that checks out. I haven't heard much about them for a very long time. You have beef, like stroganoff, like beef. Maybe they should sell it to Papa John's. Oh god, Papa John's is so funny to me because the name makes it sound like, I don't know. Papa John's sounds weird to me. Maybe, what's it? Well, I'd have beef with, I had beef with Mormons too, huh? He had, what's it? I received a Steam gift from, hold on, wait, what? So Gregory just gifted me a fucking mushroom musume. I don't know what I do with this information. I now have mushroom musume, I guess. Mushroom musume. Yep, it is certainly. You play the video game, or I guess so. I don't think you should. I kinda have to at this point. I can't fucking believe this is real. I'm surprised you can't. I understand having an issue with Utah. You just kind of deal with it. It's interesting hearing about it though, because I have like literally heard nothing about Utah. I have heard like nothing about Utah ever. Utah is like the kind of state that you'd get the "there's nothing there" comments. No way, they got cordyceps in this game. Wait, this is a heat. Oh my god. Mushroom musume stream in like 30 years. God, so they killed Sarah, he's dead. Did he die in Twitch chat? I didn't fucking see. Hold on, let me check. Oh, they got timed out by Gregory McGregory. Skill issue, question mark? skill issue, question mark, be better, question mark. The PM fan in me is holding back both of my brain cells to not react to nothing there. Wow, it's almost, wow, it's almost like there's nothing there. You know how I feel talking to PM fans? Like, sometimes PM fans remind me of dogs, genuinely. You know how, like, there are those videos of dogs where I'll be, like, saying all my dog's favorite words, and it's just, like, blank, 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 park, blank, 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 toy, blank, 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 like, steak? That is literally how it feels to talking to PM fans. Blank, 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 nothing there. Their ears perk up and they run at you from a mile away. Oh my god. They might call, PM fans might call themselves sleeper agents, but like it is also the same equivalent as like having like bringing fucking like treats to a dog park. Like they're gonna fucking find you. Oh my god. The brain rot is infectious and it fucking sucks, right? Like, I'm not fucking immune to any of this shit. I'm in the same boat. I am not immune to propaganda. Propaganda works on me very well, actually. We are not immune to propaganda, not in this household. My friend has been, has taken the suffix one day to every time he says suddenly. So, Nuz, you're talking about me right now. You're talking about me, because every time I say suddenly, I'll go suddenly, one day. Every time I say suddenly. I literally do that. That is a behavior I have. You are literally talking about me right now. You and someone else I know, I guess. Yeah, me and that other person have shared brain rot. You can let that person know that they have been heard. I know that. I got their fucking number. Anyway, in terms of Utah, my IRL friend lives in Utah. And the first thing she asked about my trip was how much did I hate Utah? I should start asking people that who visit fucking... Anytime I hear anybody visit New York, I should immediately go, so, did you hate it? So, how much did you not like New York? I'm a GD player, I'm used to it. Terminally brain-rotted fandoms all meet up in one place. The worst part is common words activating us. The word ideal has been forever ruined, right? Ideal especially. Ideal is like the one that is just completely ruined. My brain rotted ass when somebody says they're running on borrowed time. Borrowed time, like the mechanic from the like the mechanic from the game, from the video game. What's it? That conference will be larger than New York City. Anything in that general area. Just completely common words, just activating the funny little part of the part in the brain, right? Just everyday words making people go completely fucking rabid is so funny. It'll never not be funny. GD players when in church when the pastor addresses the congregation. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it being one as well for fucking fighting games. That one's funny. I saw a video of New York where a snowplow was just shoveling the snow from one pile on the road to another to the other. Yeah, that's fucking New York for you. Like, listen, we don't need dystopias when we have New York City, okay? We don't need all these fancy dystopias. We got New York City. That's basically the same thing. What's it? The fucking, at turn end plus 2 count. Game borrowed time. Clash power up. Fragile next turn. I have a question for you, Nuz, and I want you to answer completely honestly. So theoretically, did you look that up, or did you look that off the top of your head? Was that like an instant snap your fingers? I know what this is. I need to know. There's a reason the movie is called Escape from New York. So real. No, yeah, I googled the fuck out of it. Yeah, okay. I feel like the chance of you knowing it by heart though was like also very prevalent, and I would have honestly been I would have been totally expecting of both answers. What's that? I don't use T-Corp IDs enough to know it off the top of my head. Yeah, no, real. I use them like once in a fucking blue moon. GD players in the economics learning about Bloodbath. Bloodbath, like Lobotomy Corporation? What's it? I already have a dystopia. It's just really annoying rather than the neat ones, right? Listen. We have a dystopia, just not the fun kind. So sad. Bloodbath like Geometry Dash. Spelling mistake, smited by God. A spelling mistake? I'm so sorry. Act of God. Deadlocked? Just deadlocked. Deadlock? Like the Valve game? Minor spelling mistake. Mods take their balls. So real. Spelling mistake is basically a death sentence. I'll have you know. Spelling mistake obliterated. A spelling mistake sent to hell instantly. Reduced to ash, reduced to cinders. Or when they go to New York, or for anything, they're doing the ritual for the patron. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say when I have to do my anytime I have to do my taxes. I'm doing the ritual for the patron, guys. I have to go to New York. It's fucking ritual time. God, I wish I was doing the ritual in New York. It would at least be fun. Mods them to the outskirts and make them, for making a small whoopsie. Oh god, I saw death for a brief moment. It was, I was at the end of time and there was nothing. What are you doing? How have you seen death? How has this happened? I got timed out for a second. Oh, you got sent to hell. You got really sent to hell. Holy shit. Oh yeah, some PM fans in California are holding a fan event in, in Anaheim, and I kind of want to go, but it's a 3-hour drive, and I gotta justify the ride. Is there anything out there you want to do? That's usually how I would justify it. Like, anything else you want to do? I found myself in hell, and there was nothing there. Oh my god. Anytime, nothing there is such a common sentence. I just realized nothing there is gonna, like, oh god. And nothing there really is like the peak brain rot because you can't fucking escape it. Stop being on fire, things. Stop being on fire this instant. What Kirby final boss did Nuz see? Kirby, okay, the fact that Kirby is like, has like fucking Eldritch Nightmares as its monsters is really funny though. Kirby is such a weird series. Insert meat dog ASMR here. Oh god. Well, I'm going to call it a little bit early today because I can feel my voice is melting out of my out of its place in my throat. My voice is now disintegrating into fucking ash. The more that I talk, the more that I use it. So I am going to rest it a little bit because tomorrow I have to stare at my screen for a long time and go, oh, I have to go, oh no, as I play Library of Arena and cry. So if you want to see me play Library of Arena, that's for tomorrow. But for today, I am going to be, I'm going to be gone now. The consequences of being a good speaker, right? The consequences of talking for almost 2 hours straight. I have to up my endurance. The fact that I'm losing my voice 2 hours in is bad. I have to be able to do it for 7 hours. I gotta get back at it. That's it. Marathon stream next week. I'm streaming for 30 hours. We're getting it done. We're getting there. All right. I am going to see you all tomorrow. If you want to see Library, if you don't want to see Library next week, I am probably going to be playing. I'm probably be playing fucking Deadlock again next week. That game is fucking fun. I'm gonna be so honest. That game's fun. If you want to watch it, you should. If you want to be there, you should watch it. Bro, you overtook me in Library, and I feel like it was just in a flash. I stopped at the first R-Corp fight. Oh really? Yeah, I'm actually super beyond that now. Holy shit. What can I say? I kinda, shit happened, I guess. I don't really know. You gotta have enough endurance to do a lot of, oh no, that ain't good for lore, right? I gotta have enough endurance for when lore happens and I sit there and go, oh, I'm gonna cry. The game is just so mentally exhausting and it takes me months to recover. DTT, I have to let you in on something. I was literally doing a a realization that I don't think you've seen yet. And I was doing, my plan was to do 2 realizations that stream. I only did 1 because the other one, like, actually, like, hurt me so bad that I was like, I just don't want to fucking do this. Like, this just hurts now. Like this is literally evil. Yup, that's the mood, right? It's the, like, I'm gonna get something done, and then you sit down and you're like, why does everything hurt? Why must I suffer this way? The rage quit you aren't, and you ain't even mad. You just got other things to do, right? It's like, it's less like a rage quit. I mean, it doesn't feel like rage. Like, there's no rage in there. It just more feels like you just had all your energy, like, zapped out of you. Like, they sucked out your ability to play the game through a fucking straw. And that's 2 hours. Goddamn. Hey, can I show you what I was doing in the background for 2 hours, by the way? Smile. You guys want to see what I've been doing in the background for 2 hours? So fun fact. I spent the past 2 hours of stream doing this in the background because Smile. I like the video game just a normal amount. Listen, I like the video game just a normal amount. I wasn't doing this in the background. We can hear clicking, by the way. Oh, I'm fully aware. I was literally... I'm showing you now because you could hear me clicking around doing this shit. Like, I've just been fucking platforming. The game crashed halfway during stream, and I didn't comment on it because I didn't really want to derail. But it just crashed halfway through, and I was like, okay, sure. We continue playing, but didn't question it. Yeah, I was basically doing for myself what, like, any commentary video from, like, 2015 would do. I was just jumping around in the background. I was literally just doing a fucking surf minigame on the background. That was all the backup stream for me. And it will probably continue to be for any time I feel like just doing it. The idle parkour goes hard, right? The idea, literally though, B-roll footage, but it's just for the streamer. Exactly. It's my own personal B-roll footage. It's literally just this empty map, and I run around on it by myself, and just kind of platform the entire way through, and hit every fucking jet that takes you places. But thank you all for stopping by. I very much appreciate you all. It was very fun talking to everybody. I appreciate every last person who showed up today. I will see you all tomorrow if you want to be there. But if you don't, I am streaming a lot more next week, probably more talking, so you can hear me talk more. Alright, bye.